Usually when we talk about the economy over the last 10 years or so, uh, it is a story about how everything just got more expensive, inflation, cost of living, it all went up. But imagine walking into an estate agent in London right now in early 2026 and realizing the price tags have effectively time traveled back to 2013.
Yeah, it feels like a glitch in the matrix, honestly. But looking at the data from Coutts, specifically their London Prime Property Index that came out this February 16th, well, that is exactly what is happening in one of the most expensive property markets on Earth.
Right, and welcome to this deep dive, by the way. We are looking at this rare anomaly where a buyer's market has suddenly opened up in central London. But looking at these numbers, it really feels like a window that is about to slam shut a lot faster than people realize.
It is a classic disconnect between price and value.
Hmm.
I mean, we are currently seeing prime central London prices sitting 10.3% below their 2014 peak.
Which is wild.
Yeah, that is over a decade of capital growth just completely erased.
That is a massive shift. But looking closer at the report, it seems like the discounts are really concentrated in those famous monopoly board locations.
Right, it is not a blanket crash.
Yeah.
The heavy hits are in the traditional old money strongholds. Like Knightsbridge and Belgravia are trading nearly 30% below peak values. Or wait, 29.5% to be exact.
Close enough to 30.
Exactly. And Chelsea's down 20.5%.
Whereas if you go a little further out, say to King's Cross or Islington, the story actually changes completely.
Completely different trajectory. Those outer prime areas actually saw positive growth.
Really?
Yeah, it really shows a split in buyer behavior.
Yeah.
The regeneration hotspots, the ones that are vibrant and slightly more modern, they are holding their value. Meanwhile, the historic super prime center is where the bargains are showing up.
So if you were a buyer with cash looking in the center during late 2025, you were basically the king of the castle. You could just dictate the terms.
Oh, the negotiating power was immense. The market was completely stagnant. Growth was flat at 0.1% in Q4 of 2025, so sellers were getting desperate.
I think the data showed something like 82% of homes sold below the asking price.
Yes, 82%.
And we aren't just talking about knocking a few thousand off for minor repairs either. The average discount secured was 10.3% off the asking price.
It was a classic wait-and-see period. Everyone was nervous about the autumn budget. Liquidity was incredibly low. So if you were willing to actually transact, you could demand a serious price cut.
But this is where the trap is for anyone listening right now. You look at those low prices and think, great, I will take my time, browse a bit. But the Coutts data suggests that is a terrible idea for 2026.
Because while prices are low right now, the inventory is just evaporating. New listings collapsed by a massive 35% quarter-on-quarter at the end of 25.
35%. I mean, that makes sense psychologically, though. If I am a seller and I see my neighbors taking a 30% haircut on their property value, I am not listing my house.
No, you're pulling it off the market and waiting.
Exactly.
And that is the exact mechanism at play.
Yeah.
Sellers are refusing to accept these 2013 prices, so they retreat. Total stock on the market is down 15% across the board.
Wow.
So now you have this friction. Pent-up demand is returning because we finally have some fiscal clarity after the budget.
But there is nothing left to buy.
Exactly. You have rising demand colliding with a major supply crunch. Basic economics tells us that the leverage is about to flip back to the sellers very early in 2026.
So that era of the double-digit discount is ending.
It is ending fast.
So we have 2013 prices right now, but a scarcity problem that could reverse the whole trend overnight.
It is the ultimate tension between price and volume. The value is definitely there, but the shelves are literally emptying.
Which leaves you, the buyer, with a pretty high-stakes gamble. With supply dropping by a third and international buyers coming back to the fold, it raises a huge question. Are we looking at the absolute bottom of the market right now, or will this scarcity force a sudden, sharp rebound that catches all the bargain hunters totally off guard?
That really is the multi-million-pound question.
Something to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.